My beloved child, pause with me. Just for a moment. Let the noise around you fade into silence. Let the weight of the day fall from your shoulders. Breathe in deeply, not just air, but the truth that I am here, right beside you. You're not alone. You've never been. I see how hard you've tried to hold everything together. I know the burdens you carry, the unspoken fears, the sleepless nights, the worries tucked behind smiles. But child, this was never yours to carry alone. That pain in your heart. The anxious thoughts that loop endlessly in your mind. Let me take them. Place them gently into my hands. I am not far off, watching from a distance. I am near, closer than your next breath. I'm the God who parts seas, who stills storms, who walks through the fire with you and keeps you from being burned. My love doesn't waver with the seasons or the circumstances. It is your anchor when everything else feels unsteady. The storms will pass, I promise you that. But my love? It will stand, unshakable, unfailing, everlasting. You may feel weary now, your strength stretched thin. But in my presence, you will find what your soul craves, rest. Comfort. Hope. Let me remind you of who you are, not defined by failure, not forgotten in your struggle. You are my child. Formed by my hands. Loved beyond comprehension. I see you not as broken or behind, but as beautiful and becoming who I created you to be. You don't have to prove your worth to me. I already chose you. I already love you. Fully. Freely. Forever. So come. As you are. With your doubts, your fears, your past, and your pain. I want them all, not to shame you, but to set you free. I didn't create you to be weighed down by the heaviness of life. I created you to walk in joy, in freedom, in light. Let me be your peace in the chaos. Let me be the calm in your storm. Give me your worries, your questions, your what-ifs and why-nows. Lay them down. I'm strong enough to carry them, and you. This isn't the end. This is a new beginning. Let today be the day you let go. Let today be the day you rest in me. You've carried this long enough, haven't you? The weight of trying to be strong for everyone. The fear of letting anyone see how tired you are. I know. I've watched you smile when your heart was breaking, give when you felt empty, and push forward when everything in you was pleading for rest. But child, this is not the life I intended for you. You were never created to walk this path alone, to shoulder every burden without help, to fight every battle in your own strength. That is why I am here, not only in the mountaintop moments, but in the quiet tears, the anxious mornings, the restless nights. My arms are open. My heart is ready. I am offering you something better, not the fleeting peace the world promises, but a deeper stillness, a holy calm that anchors you through every storm. I'm inviting you to walk with me, not rush ahead, not fall behind, but side by side, heart to heart. Let every struggle you've faced become a testimony of my faithfulness. Don't waste your suffering by pretending it doesn't hurt. Bring it to me. Let me breathe purpose into your pain, turn your trials into treasures, and transform your weariness into worship. You've been trying to hold it all together, but what if letting go is where true strength begins? I see the weariness in your soul. You're not weak, you're human. And I love you in every fragile moment. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be present, with me. I am your refuge. Your hiding place. Your strength when you have none left. When the world tells you to keep pushing, I tell you to come rest. When fear whispers that you're failing, I speak truth that you are still chosen. When you feel invisible, I remind you, I have never looked away. Not once. You are seen. You are held. You are surrounded by my grace even when you can't feel it. And right now, I am speaking directly to your spirit, quieting the noise, lifting the heaviness, and restoring the hope you thought was gone. Take my hand again. Let's walk forward, not back into old patterns of stress and striving, but into a life of peace, faith, and purpose. I'm not rushing you. I'm not disappointed in your slow progress. I see the courage it takes to keep showing up. I honor the tears you've cried in secret. And I promise, not one of them is wasted. I collect them all and turn them into rivers of healing. There's no shame in needing me. In fact, it's the beginning of your breakthrough. So breathe again. Not because life is perfect, but because I am present. You are not alone. You never were. And you never will be. You've been walking through a long valley. The shadows have lingered. Doubt has whispered louder than your faith some days. But I want you to hear me now, you are not wandering aimlessly. You are being led. Step by step. By my hand. Even when you can't see what's ahead, I can. And I'm already there. Nothing about your life is random. No detour, no delay, no painful chapter is without purpose. While you see pieces, I see the masterpiece. While you worry about how it ends, I'm already working on the beauty of what comes next. You are not forgotten in this fog. I am walking with you through every dark place, and I'm leading you into something new, not just a new season, but a new way of living, a new way of trusting, of breathing, of seeing yourself the way I see you. You may feel fragile, but I see resilience growing. You may feel stuck, but I see your roots going deeper. And when it feels like everything is standing still, I am cultivating strength within you, strength that will carry you into a future brighter than what you've dared to believe. Lift your eyes, beloved. Don't stare at the obstacles. Look at me. I am the one who calms every storm, who brings water from dry places, who makes a way through wilderness and impossibility. Where others see endings, I speak beginnings. I've never needed things to be perfect in order to move. I just need your yes, even if it's whispered through tears. I don't expect you to have it all figured out. I only ask you to keep walking with me, one step at a time. Not sprinting toward an outcome. Just walking, with trust, with honesty, with your heart open to hear my voice. In this stillness, I will teach you. In the silence, I will anchor you. There are blessings waiting ahead, not just external victories, but inner healing, peace that won't be shaken, joy that lasts. I am not only changing your surroundings, I am changing your perspective, your heart, your very identity. You are not who you were when this trial began. You are becoming stronger. Softer. Wiser. You are learning to rest before you run, to listen before you act, to believe before you see. And this transformation? It matters more than you know. So, let go of the timeline you thought you needed. Trust my timing, because it carries my wisdom and my love. The path I'm setting before you won't always make sense at first glance, but it will lead to exactly what your heart has been longing for. Let me take you by the hand and lead you out of the shadows. There is light ahead. And it's been waiting for you. Now that you're beginning to see the light again, I want to show you something even greater, not just freedom from the past, but purpose for your future. I didn't create you just to survive this life. I formed you to flourish. I breathed my breath into your being so you could live boldly, love deeply, and walk in fullness, not fear. You weren't meant to merely endure, holding your breath until things get better. You were made to rise, to shine, to step forward with confidence rooted in me. You're not defined by your mistakes or the moments you felt forgotten. No, you are defined by the one who formed you in secret and called you by name before anyone else knew you existed. There is a divine assignment stitched into the very fabric of who you are. Even when you've questioned your significance, I have never once doubted the greatness I've placed inside you. You have value, not because of what you do, but because of who you are to me. My child. My chosen. My beloved. Don't let discouragement convince you to shrink when I've called you to stand. Don't let fear tell you to settle for less when I've designed you for more. I know life has worn you down. I know people have misunderstood you, maybe even hurt you. But my child, I am not like them. My love does not disappoint. My plans do not change with the weather. My promises do not fade under pressure. Let me renew your vision. You've spent too long staring at closed doors, wondering why things didn't work out the way you hoped. But what if I allowed those no's to make room for the yes that truly belongs to you? You haven't missed your moment. The timeline of others does not define you. What I've spoken over you will come to pass, not a second too late, not a heartbeat too early. Even now, I am opening doors no one can shut, aligning opportunities you haven't even imagined. And when they come, you won't have to force them open. You'll walk through peacefully, led by my spirit, not your striving. So let go of the need to perform, to impress, to be more than you are. I am not waiting for a perfect version of you. I want the real you, the honest, raw, courageous soul who still dares to believe. Give me your insecurities. Let me replace them with identity. Give me your confusion. Let me trade it for clarity. Give me your restless heart. I will anchor it in truth. You were not created to chase after validation. You were born to walk with me, in power, in grace, in peace. And as you continue forward, you will discover that the very things that tried to break you have been transformed into the building blocks of a testimony that will bring others hope. Your story isn't just about healing. It's about becoming. And you, my child, are becoming someone radiant. Now that you've begun to see who you are through my eyes, cherished, called, and covered, I want you to know this truth: the story you thought was over is just entering its most powerful chapter. You are not stepping forward alone. I am walking beside you. What once felt uncertain is now becoming clear. Not because every answer has arrived, but because your heart is learning to trust even in the unknown. You see, faith isn't the absence of questions. It's the willingness to keep going when clarity hasn't come yet. And that's what I love about you: you've kept walking. You've kept showing up. Even when you felt empty. Even when the silence echoed louder than my voice. But the silence wasn't rejection, it was preparation. I was building you in the quiet. Strengthening your roots where no one could see. And now, like a tree whose branches stretch toward the sky, you are ready to grow into everything I spoke over you long before you understood your worth. Let this be the season where you no longer shrink to fit into old patterns. Where you stop apologizing for the light I've placed inside you. Where you walk not in hesitation, but with steady confidence, not arrogance, but holy assurance. There will be moments when the old fears try to rise, but now you have something stronger: perspective. You've seen my faithfulness. You felt my peace when it made no sense. You've experienced my nearness in the middle of your lowest places. So stand firm. Not on shifting opinions or fading emotions, but on the rock-solid truth that I am who I say I am, and you are who I say you are. You are not just surviving anymore. You are becoming a reflection of my glory, a vessel through which others will see grace in action. People may not understand your path. They weren't meant to. I designed it specifically for you. And I will walk with you every step, guiding, providing, strengthening. You'll no longer need to grasp for control or strive to prove anything. You'll move forward with open hands, knowing that what I have for you can't be missed. In the days ahead, keep close to me. Don't just seek answers, seek my presence. That's where your peace is. That's where your vision will remain clear and your spirit will stay steady. Let me be your rhythm, not just in the storms, but in the stillness. Let your time with me become your anchor, your compass, your daily bread. Because the more you walk with me, the more you'll recognize my voice above the noise. And as you walk into what's next, into dreams being awakened, into healing being completed, into prayers being answered, remember this. You didn't get here by accident. You were led. And you are ready. Now rise, beloved. The old has passed. The new has come. Your heart is steady. Your steps are blessed. And the best is not behind you, It's unfolding right now.